Hi guys, it's Nige at Lock and Key Independent Estate Agents, and I hope you're all well. Today it's Saturday morning and I want to invite you down to this beautiful detached farmhouse, which is Sandridge Hill Farm on Sandridge Common, just before Bromham. A lovely 4-bedroom detached individually built property back in the 1800s, this cute farmhouse. I'm stood in 3.5 to 4 acres of agricultural or farmland or pony paddocks or gardens, whatever you want to call it, with that triple garaging there and even some stables there, which in my opinion should be right, subject to planning consent for a granny annex or some alternate uses as well. The views stretch on a southerly basis all the way over to Spye Park, all the way over to countryside. You're really on the edge of Sandridge Common. It's a stunning property with stunning grounds. So with all my tours, you know, I'm going to spin this camera around. There's a lot to see today. There's a lot of potential with this property. They're very rare, but this housing market just keeps defying those doom mongers. Look where I'm just stood there. Look at that lovely 1800 stone-built cottage. Look at all that garaging. Look at the stables, and there's so much more to see with this property. So I'm delighted to have it on our books today. We're going to walk around the grounds as well, and then we're going to go inside that property there, which is called the Sandridge Hill Farmhouse. Just before I actually turn the camera around, I just wanted to show you a couple of the pony paddocks here, and just here. And we reckon, I mean, the owners feel that this is roughly 3.5 to 4 acres. I don't think we've measured it yet. And then I turn this camera around, and then we're into these gardens here as well. We're going to talk about the stables. You've got 1, 2, maybe 3 garage, double garage, a little room there as well. I think that's great for a granny annex. I think that's great for a conversion. But let's just wander around just so you get a feel of what we've got here. I'm just going to give you a quick précis as I just bring this camera around a little bit further. Little summer house. Plenty of parking. You see my car, gates opening up. There is a road which is Sandridge Common. And then you've got this big large barn. We'll go in there for the right price. The tractor, the trailer, all that's going to be included. And then you've got all this freestanding parking as well. But this earth, it's fertile, it's sandy, it's foamy. It's great for equestrian use all year round. They used to have horses here as well. Obviously that's staying. And I'm just going to walk a little bit further down here before I go back into the property, because that's what we're going to do next. But I just want to show you exactly what's for sale. This field, that field, this here, all goes with this property, all the way up to where those telegraph poles are. There is a gate and a 5-bar gate down there, and hey, if somebody ever wanted to look at planning, maybe subject to planning again, who knows, you could open that up and put something in there, but that's a development potential. So we're not marketing for that. There's never been a planning consent on it. I've been told there's some telegraph poles, you can see. I've been told there's no rights of way, wave leaves or covenants with this property, but I would suggest any buyer looking at that would check that with their solicitors before purchasing or exchanging contracts. That's something you need to look at. But what a beautiful countryside view we've got here. It's southerly aspect. Melksham's down there, and of course you've got Bromham up there, Devizes as well, and there's Spye Park just over there. Then that links you into the Bowood estate. Let's turn this camera around again. Let's walk back up, because all this is yours. Stunning. Big barn. There's a tractor in there. There's a caravan in there. There's this as well. There's a big depth to that. Gates that open up. And then, like I said, you've got gates again. And then you're into this magnificent garden. It goes around. And then obviously we're going to look at these outbuildings as well later. Back into the main garden. Absolutely stunning. And we believe there's about 3.5 to 4 acres in total to enjoy with this property. So where that canopy storm porch is, we're going to go through there and take a good look around this Sandridge Hill farmhouse. So let's just walk slowly up. Just want to give you a couple of other things as well. There is a septic tank. They dug in about 6 foot. And just over there where that tree is over there, that's where the soakaway is, roughly in that area. They dug it down to about 6 feet. What amazing little places these are. 1, 2 and 3 potential stables, triple garaging or double garaging and a single garage. I don't know about you guys, But I think we can all agree, because that's detached, that something can be done there. Especially if you've got family members and you want to live within your own grounds. Well, there we have it. That's a good start for you just there. The building itself, if I come back on myself, we reckon this is about, I don't know, sometimes in the 1800s. They're trying to look it on the deeds. It could be 1830s, it could be 1860s, we just don't know. But it's definitely 1800s. It's been here longer than you and I have. And let's just turn this around here, because this is what goes with the property. We walked further up there earlier, and then you've got those paddocks. You've got those countryside views in behind you there. 3.5 to 4 acres of property. This is the farmhouse. We're going to take a look through this property and take a good look around. And of course, as we're going to walk into the farmhouse anyway, we just wanted to just talk about the amenities. It's really important because you've got Spye Park up the road there. You've got decent, you've got the Bowood estate that's just a few miles away. As you go along Sandridge Common, you've got a decent pub up the road called the Westbrook. You can turn right down into Bromham. That's a beautiful village. Again, there's amenities, schools in there, as well as pubs. You go along Sandridge Common, and that can link you back into Melksham, which is just a couple of miles down the road. So it's very good. Melksham's got its train station. It's a market town. Devizes again is up here. And if you want decent schooling, you've got schooling, private schooling as well. Everything's there. There's bus routes. There's different road links as well into Chippenham, Calne, Devizes, Melksham. You're very well centrally located up here in Sandridge Common. Now, as I just walk around, we're just going to keep going forward. Just going to give you another look out around here. It's absolutely stunning. And in here is an absolutely stunning 4-bed. You go into spacious hallways. You're going to see a study to the left. There'll be a downstairs cloakroom. To the right, there's going to be a dual aspect living room. This lovely summer house, or you can sort of garden room, I should call it, or conservatory. There's then this lovely kitchen. There's this lovely dining room. It's got a utility. It's got all the things you want. 4 bedrooms upstairs, master bedroom, ensuite, lovely family bathroom, big gallery, landing areas as well. There's a little bit of side access around there because the road goes in. There's another rear garden, side gate, and then you've got all these outbuildings. And the outbuildings continue, which we'll finish off on the tour out there. But there's a little bit to show you today, so I just wanted to take it through in sections for you. But let's go through that canopy porch and into this property in Sandridge Farmhouse. Just walk up the steps, lovely patio. Remember, the sun is now, I'm just looking at the sun there, and I'm just looking at my watch, guys. It's coming up for about 11:30, so you're going to have a southerly garden, a southerly aspect to the rear, always. That's the stable, little tack room, little stable, which we're going to call it the saddle room, they call it. Garage, and then the 2 or 3 stables in there. Nice canopy porch, stone built. Let's get inside. Let's have a decent look around this property. I think I've teased you enough. And as you know, with all my tours, I will always turn the camera around. You can see we came in that entrance door there. There's a little built-in cupboard, and then the spacious hallway just spurs off. There's a study in there. There's a cloakroom in there. And off the left to right, it goes further up into the dining room, the utility off, kitchen, and of course, you're going to have other rooms in here. Love the fireplace. You've got the character. You've got that lovely summer room as well. But let's just keep the camera here for a minute. I just want to walk further along this hallway, because I also think it's quite nice if I just turn it around this way, you can then just get to see the size of what we've got in this lovely farmhouse. Absolutely stunning. Walk further down, the flooring that continues into this hallway. Look at the staircase. I think that's pretty new. I don't know when they changed it. I know they've done some work on the staircase. Come in here, radiator, and then you start with your cloakroom. Bit of tile flooring, low level WC, wash and basin, obscure double glazed window, just bringing in that natural light. Some tiling in there, and you'll notice this property is immaculate. These guys are very deliberate. They are beautiful people. They've got a very, very warm, welcoming feel. They're genuine people. And look, they've been here 36 years, and they've really looked after this property. And in this time now, they're looking for a lifestyle move, potentially just want to downsize. That's it, guys. Anybody picking this property up is going to be very, very lucky. We do have oil heating, we have propane gas as well. There's also the log fires, and there's an Aga in the kitchen that heats this place. And boy, it is warm, trust me, even though it's warm now because we're into late May. This is a lovely study. Love the bay window that just curves around. And again, imagine if you're working from home. A lot of people hybrid work now, so they're going to work from home. Perfect entrance, little multi-pane door too. Come into the study. Just a great room to start with. Lovely window. And let's be honest, I'll pop that camera there. That's a hideous view, isn't it? I mean, I don't know if anyone would enjoy that. But all joking aside, that's the start of your view, just working from here. There's a lot of land, like I said, 3.5 to 4 acres. We will measure it properly one day, but we're only guessing because the owners aren't sure themselves, so we've just approximated it for you for now. Come back on yourself, just look at that window one more time. And that's your first reception room. The study. Back out into this hallway. Remember the staircase that turns to the first floor landing. There is a cloakroom. And then we come into this lovely dual aspect living room. Again, radiators here, and it's a space. You've got the focal point being that fire. Love the little recesses with the shelving in there. Very, very cute. It's a big room, guys. You've got a sofa suite there. 2 seats over here. Window to that front elevation. Love the beams. Now, I don't know how old those beams are. I did ask the owners and they don't know. But they have been here 36 years. So that tells you a lot. But what a fantastic living room to kick back in later. So it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm just going to sit on their seat a minute because this is what it would feel like. And all you have is space around you. Perfect. From the outside, the cottage might be a little bit smaller. You might think it's not so big, but this is it's a decent square footage inside this one. Pop that camera back out there. I think this is equally important, that when you've got rooms and you've got these views and that aspect, I think it's very important to show you, which is why we do get a lot of compliments with our video tours. They're there to be descriptive. We're there to connect people to property and to give you enough information about the property before you get to see it. But I think we can all agree this is a lovely living room coming off that hallway there. Love that grandfather clock. Those are the beams. And one more time, let's just have a look at that fireplace. Fantastic. Out we come, leading into the garden room. It's basically a conservatory or garden room. You can call what you want with it. It's got a lovely pitched roof to that, spotlights, and then again your sand here. I think this room is always quite warm because it's southerly. It's a decent size as well. You can see how you can fit your furniture around here. And again, pop the camera out there. Little side garden here, which was cute. And back in the 80s, believe it or not, because there's a little pump there, and they've kept it a little pump house there. That used to be a swimming pool for the kids. So they were diving around there in the summer. I think there's still the pump there, so if anyone want to reclaim that back, they could do. Look at that front garden. Amazing, absolutely amazing. Big patio. But we're inside the property, so we'll just focus on these rooms for now. Lovely picture of their old doggy. Really, really good summer room, this. Or garden room, conservatory, whatever you want to call it. Now, there's a lot to take in, so I'm going to stop the tour from here, then we'll recap, and then we're going to go into those other rooms downstairs. And as promised, guys, we're just going to carry on from here because we're still in the garden room or conservatory. Beautiful views that just go out to a southerly direction over to their paddocks and countryside. Absolutely amazing. Coming back through then, we're into this living room. Remember the 2 windows, the beams, the space that this have, the lovely little recesses there on the right hand side, the brick fireplace, fire there. Absolutely a romantic room, that. Everything you'd expect in a cottage farm. You know, it's a detached farm at the end of the day, and it's been here since the 1800s, so it's been here a long time. Come back through here. Remember, just to forget, so we don't forget, study, cloakroom, and then we walk along this passageway here, and then this opens up into their dining room. Love the fact they've still got the serving hatch from the kitchen, radiator. They do entertain at Christmas. This is where the family comes in. They plate it all up. They can serve it from the serving hatch, getting bossed by mum. Children are playing, grandchildren are playing. Love that exposed stonework there. And actually, that's the decent door as well. Again, it gives you another access point. And that just takes you down to that side, because there is a lane that goes around that. And just, I don't know if you remember from the video earlier, I did say there is a 5-bar gate in that bottom field as well. But we're in the dining room, you can see the space, freestanding areas there for anything from your dressing table, big enough for a 6-seater. You got 4 and 2 on either side. There's the serving hatch. Now, if my mum was here, I would say, Mum, can you get me a drink? There's your kitchen. Let's go and have a look. Let's go and have a look at the kitchen. Cute little recesses in the walls. Come back through, and then you're into your kitchen, which is quite a bespoke kitchen, built by Mark Wilkinson. I love the fact that the double glazed windows are there, and they're bringing in natural light. Stunning tile flooring again, and of course you've got the Arga. Now that Arga belts out a lot of heat. Of course you've got a cooker there, you've got built-in base units, high-level cupboards, you know, your dishwasher's going to be built in. It's going to have everything that you'd expect from a kitchen in a farmhouse like this. Jam-packed with character, this. And it doesn't stop there, but let's just zone in on that Arga. Look at these units, high-level cupboards, under lighting. We turned them on earlier. There's the window, sink unit, very pleasant. And there are some views that just go out far, you know, for miles up to Spye Park. Bring that camera around one more time. If we put it back through the serving hatch, that's where we were earlier. Taking our orders from the owner of this property. And she is lovely, they both are. Come back through the kitchen, and of course it wouldn't be a kitchen without a little utility room. Area there for white goods, base unit. All units all built in, very clever design. Washing machine, oil heating, there is propane out there. There is the Arga, there is also the fire in the sitting room. So this property can be economically run. A couple of things you can do with it, because it's southerly facing. For me, I would think about potentially putting solar panels on it, because the sun is there all the time and then it comes over. So you can put them on this roof. I reckon you can put the solar panels on the stables and the garaging out there as well. Just an idea, if you're into that, I think that'd be perfect for this property. So look guys, I hope you've enjoyed this downstairs as much as I have. I'm just going to recap quickly. It's important because there is a side access door coming from the side into this utility. Turn this around so you can see all of the utility. You can see the quality and the workmanship of this property. They're very, very particular. They're even going to be quite fussy on their purchase. This is a lovely, very well presented, truly immaculate farmhouse, in fact. Beautiful Mark Wilkinson kitchen. Come back through into this long hallway which goes left to right. Dining room, lovely door out there. You can see yourself entertaining in there. Now look, if you really wanted to be bothered, if you wanted more space, then knock it through. Somebody can do that. I actually don't think it's needed in this property, but I can see someone else doing it because it just suits, you know, other people, and that's what selling property and connecting people is all about. You're going to then have this hallway which we mentioned before. Just check all that out again. I like to be thorough on these tours. These property tours are important. Cloakroom, as one would expect. Love the space. I just want to show you everything that's been done. I think it's very important here to do that. Love this base study. You could work from home. Little porch in there. Into the living room. We know what's in here. Views on every window, absolutely amazing. And then the garden room stroke conservatory to finish off. That's the ground floor done. Let's get upstairs to look at those 4 bedrooms, the en-suites and the bathroom. As promised, we're just coming back from the hallway. Remember the kitchen, utility, dining room, comes back through here. Living room, conservatory, study, cloakroom. Let's climb these stairs. Let's get up to these stairs. It's quite exciting up here because I love the space of this landing area. Now I believe they've raised it by a couple of feet. If I remember the owner telling me from years ago, just to give it some height as well, which is brilliant. But you've got this little area there, storage interweaves. And look at that, as you get a better elevation. And you've got more fields and countryside out there. We haven't even started in there yet. There's so much to do with this property. Then the landing, like the hallway downstairs, goes left to right. Pop this light on in here. Sorry, you've got me in the mirror there. Panel bath, tiled flooring, really good shower room, bathroom suite, whatever you want to call it. pedestal washhand basin, little vanity unit under, and then you've got your low-level WC radiator, nice little deep windowsill there, and of course there's your shower as well. There's a little cupboard going over the stairwell, which we don't need to show you, and there's a little bit more storage into that bathroom area as well. It's actually a decent sized bathroom, this. And there's your bathroom, guys. Love the wood flooring, love the tile there, the wood doors. That's a continuation all the way throughout that tiling, and look at that staircase. And again, look at the continuation of the flooring. Absolutely brilliant, and I just love that window. Coming back through, so that's the bathroom done. And then you're greeted to one of the double bedrooms. You can see a double bed, freestanding on either side. Little sink unit, which is cute. Built-in wardrobes to the left. Double glazed window to this, say, side elevation. So let me just show you that radiator. There's the lane just there. Look at that. We now get to see more views over there and people's properties as well. But this one is very, very well maintained, this property. It's a credit to the owners. So let's call this bedroom 1 for now. It could be bedroom 4, whatever you want to call it, really. I'm not going to number them, but this is one of the bedrooms. It's a decent double. Turn right, and then you've got another bedroom. You've got like an inner passage with this one, and then you've got the slatted door, and then this is a big ensuite. So it just goes a little bit further because the shower cubicle's down there, tiled flooring, concealed cistern, low-level WC, little cupboards there on either side, vanity, washhand basin, nice big mirror, chrome style ladder style radiator, or whatever you want to call it. There's your shower cubicle, and then pop that camera out there, and then you've got that hideous view. I mean, it's beautiful. It's a pleasure today just to be out and about. I've started early today, taking properties on at 7:30 in the morning, and we're here nice and early today on Saturday. We've got a few to do. The market's really good. It's a spring and summer market, so guys, you know, these properties are coming on, especially with Lock and Key, and we're very, very fortunate to have it on our books. The window there to the left, it's going to bring in natural light to their main bedroom, and they use this as the main bedroom. There's a built-in cupboard, freestanding on either side, and then you've got these cupboards again. These have all been built in, these wardrobes, and you can tell how big they are because you've got the depth of this wall, so you can figure that out yourself. I'm not going to open them up, don't need to. Radiator, lovely little deep windowsill, and again, there's your views. It looks and feels like, I mean, I haven't counted every window to see if every window's got a view, but I don't think we'll be far off. I think they're very lucky to have an aspect and views of something anyway with this cottage. Sandridge Hill Farmhouse. What a cool name. Another bedroom there. Don't forget, we've seen 2 now, so that one's got an ensuite. We've seen the main bathroom over there, the other bedroom, and it keeps going. Little garden there to the sort of side, radiator, and then you've got a small bedroom in here. We'll call this bedroom 4, double glazed window, built-in little cupboard, single bed, little area there. You could use this as another study. People do work from home, so again, if you don't want to convert anything out there, you've got your study downstairs, you could even use one of these up here. But if you've got grandchildren, a lot of children, this will be one of the smaller bedrooms anyway, but perfectly functional anyway. Come back through, and of course you have to have a last but not least, because there's always a final bedroom. It's well lit, there's no lights on in here. You've got built-in wardrobes, plenty of size here for your double bed. I just want to just show you again from this angle, because look at all those hills over there. That takes you, you know, over to the Devizes side of thing, on those downs over there, and of course over this side you got Bowood and Spye Park. You're really, really, you know, next to the countryside, and people that know Wiltshire, they know Bromham, you know, the pubs, you know, the Greyhounds, you know, the Westbrook, you know, your road links, you know which kid do you want to go to school. There's some really good private schools around here, as well as state schools. Absolutely brilliant. And primary schools. And those are the 4 bedroom, guys. Small bedroom, double bedroom, long landing in here. Don't forget, we've got the master bedroom, ensuite, big bedroom in here, built-in fitted wardrobes, It's just a recap for you guys. Another double bedroom. You really do have a lot of room here. And this landing area, these stairs, that it just goes left to right. It's the same as the hallway. Love this little area in there. You could even put a computer in there. You can work from that window. And then you've got your family bathroom as well. Let's get outside, guys. There's a lot more to see with the land, those outbuildings and the barn. And so what we're going to do now we're outside again, it's just a refresh where we were this morning with all that parking. You obviously got the barn over there. But we're going to start here. There's a little side access that can take you down to the lane. All right, we're going to go into the saddle room and just look at the pitch, look at how it's been built, and then start to use your imagination and what you can do with this, guys. All right. Open the door, and in we go. As one would expect, I'll show you the little gaps in the cavity, give you an idea about the build, what you can do. So these guys did have horses. She put her saddles in here, hence the name saddle room. All these rosettes. I'm going to open up this because there are two doors, and look, that's your double garage. Plenty of pitch in that roof there, and then you've got your double garaging as well. Power connected. We'll have a look at the outside, and then there's another garage linking from that room as well. Impressive outbuildings. They only get better. Saddle room, and then your double garage, guys, which you'll see outside as we walk by. I'm just going to turn this light back off, come back through here to shut the doors. So I like to clean up after myself. The rosettes, just a nice little room outside the loo. But this is where a granny annex or somebody that wants to convert these into something, subject to obviously the planning rules and regulations. And as I come back on myself, like I said, the saddle room. There's your pitch, there's your double garage, that's your farmhouse, all there. And then through here, it continues. So that is that other garage. Remember when I was standing in there and you saw the vehicle? That's another garage. And if I open up this, here we go. Turn on the light. There we go, guys. You can see this is another garage. It's actually a really good sized garage, this, because look, you've got the doorway in, you've got the garage, you've got your power, and then that links to that double garage. So I'd actually argue this is more than a single garage to anybody. You could put another and then make this into a double if you wanted to. But here I think you can have some ideas about what you could do with these properties or these outbuildings, because do you need triple garaging or 4 garages or 3 garages? Some people do. If you want a workshop or whatever, absolutely perfect. If you want to just store your car, absolutely perfect. And then it continues along a little bit. I just want to give you an idea of the size of this. You could get this Airbnb, you could create whatever you want into little bungalows. Let's go into one of the stables. If I can actually open it. And I can't, so I'm useless. Well, this is a stable there. And again, there's another one there. Absolutely perfect. Plenty of logs. The latch door. Brick there. And I'll just pop that camera back in there. Back through there. And then you've got that front there, that farm. And then you're into the last one. And again, there's a bit of power in here, guys. all part of the old stables. And of course, as you guys know, old stables get converted, they get changed. But also imagine this, imagine if you didn't need to convert them, imagine if you didn't want to change them, imagine if you wanted to, you know, keep them as they are. I think the septic tank is around here, and then they dug a 6-foot soak away. As I walk along here, remember we've got fertile land, it's sandy, foamy, it's lovely. And we're going to go out there again in a minute. There is a gate that's further down there, that field, here, all this goes with this property. So there's quite a bit to take in, and that lane just runs along the side there. And I'm just going to bring the camera around here just so you can start to see how this opens up. Then you can have your own ideas. So we've got 1, maybe 2, 3 stables, single garage, double garage, and a saddle room there. So something certainly for people to think about. You can keep it as it is, you can enjoy these grounds, or you can do something with it. I'm just going to stop the tour from here because we're just going to walk around the grounds a little bit more and have a look at that the other barn over there. So yeah, we're just going to recollect. I mean, obviously this is something that you can all consider, but Sandridge Hill Farmhouse is absolutely beautiful. Now, we came in through these double gates earlier. You can see some parking here. You've got ample parking. You can park as many cars as you want. I'm saying that respectfully. You can put 1, 2, 3, 4. You can put, I don't know. You can make it up as you go along, really, because there is more parking to show you. I love this angle of that building. But as I come around to that front there, you've got all this high hedging there. It's been cut back by the owner. He loves his garden, by the way. Absolutely amazing. These are open, big barn. For the right price, the tractor will be included, along with the trailer. If you don't offer the right price, they won't include it. But in here, you can see the size of what we've got on offer. Don't really need to say much more about the construction. It is what it is, but the horses would come in here as well. They'd also come out from the summer house. These obviously open up. And when I talk about ample parking, I've got a gate there. I've got this big thing in the way because I've propped this open. But the 5-bar gate there, so this will be always open, and then you can just park cars here. You can park whatever here. And like I say, horses can use this all year round. It's great soil. It's great agricultural land. I'll open this one up for you now. As you can see, I'm going to do that. Open it comes, and then again another section. They got their caravan in there. Oh, just bashed into me. But my shoulders are tougher than this, he says. And it continues. That's staying over there. Let's have a little look around here. There is a bit of road noise. We don't want to say there's not, because obviously Sandridge Common, that links up to Melksham, and it links up to Bromham, and it links up to Devizes that way. And then all this as well. And this is your borders. You can just see as it comes across into this field. Remember, we're going to walk down actually into the next field. Remember all this parking. Remember these outbuildings, the stables, saddle room, triple garaging, the barn, the farm itself. And then we believe it's set in 3.5 to 4 acres. It could be 3.8, it could be 3.9, who knows? But it's roughly that. You can check that out on the title deeds, and we can look at it later. And I'm just going to walk along here a little bit more with you guys. Because we are in the country. This is rural, as rural gets in that sense. Okay, you're not down an unmade track for 5 miles. You know, this is what it is, and this is what's on offer. Absolutely stunning location. And I wanted to walk a bit further because I just needed to point out. So they've told me there's no rights of ways, covenants, anything. But like I said, just check that out yourselves. I'm relying upon the owners telling me that they've been here 36 years. And then it ends. See where that telegraph pole is there? There's a fence line there. And just there, just past that one, you can just see there's a gate in there. That's a 5-bar gate which will give you access in to all of this. Of course, you've got a 5-bar gate here that gives you access, so great for horses and equestrian use, depending how big your paddocks you want them to be. But if we do say there's 4 acres or 3.5 to 4 acres, this is what they're going to look like. So yes, it's going to suit people coming from London, people wanting to be close to the countryside. Yes, it's going to suit people with aspirations of, equestrian use. Yes, it will suit people also that want to live in an older property on the edge of an area close to village life and country life, that maybe I've got elderly parents that live with them, and that's ideal for those outbuildings out there. I can definitely see granny annexes. Not sure, I mentioned obviously with that 5-bar gate, I never know with planning nowadays what people can and can't do, but that could be looked at a later stage. If somebody wants to take that on, they could look at. The owners have never explored that. And here we are walking through this paddock. I'm just going to bring you back to the property itself. Remember the soakways down around here, at 6 feet they dug. Septic tanks there, propane's up there, there's all heating. I'm trying to cover as much as I can off for you. Got this big barn here. Horses would go from there to the stables in the past. It's actually quite a nice sized tractor that. You don't need them too big nowadays, and that one will just do the job. So if they're too big, they can't do the job properly, can they? But we all know that. And then come back through into the main part of the property, where I'm just going to leave you here and say what a pleasure it has been today to spend some time with you guys to promote this property at Sandridge Hill Farmhouse. My name is Nigel at Lock and Key Independent Estate Agents. If you've got any questions, feel free to give me a nudge on 01225 707 342. I hope I've covered everything off with you. It's been brilliant to spend some time with you today. I hope you're going to have a great bank holiday. And like I said, any questions, just feel free to give me a nudge on 01225 707 342.